If you are looking for a new content plan for 2023, I want to share with you the 10 things I'm changing with my content so that not only do I increase my sales, connect with my audience, grow my audience, but also so I can be more present in my family's life, have more fun, and free up time. The first thing is what I'm doing right now. I'm at my son's football practice, and instead of missing my YouTube recording day because I can't be at home, I'm recording it in my car. I am not going to let my YouTube video topic dictate where I'm going to record. I even bought a camera just for this change because my last camera kept cropping me so tightly I couldn't record in my car. So this is the Sony ZV-E10 and it doesn't crop so much. Plus it's also better for low lit areas, although I did bring my little ring light here because I'm almost 50 and I'm not gonna record in my car on a dark, cloudy day without a little extra light. This is also gonna help me be more consistent. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I've been doing this with Reels for a long time, where I just find a moment in my day, no matter where I am, to create the reel, and I'm gonna do that with YouTube videos. I also am challenging myself to not be so scripted. I have a tendency to be very concise. I record my videos little tiny sections at a time and then I stop. Right now, I have yet to stop recording. Now, it may be edited differently when you see this, but I'm trying to just do it like I do my podcast. With my podcast, I just bullet point. I just talk. Even though I thought I was being a more relaxed version of myself than I am on Reels, where it is extremely short and very tight cuts, I was still coming across as the Sally News anchor, stiff and really choppy. I find that when I watch my favorite creators on YouTube, they don't do that. They put B-roll in their video, but they don't chop it all up. I feel like I'm actually hanging out with them, and that's what we're doing. So that's change number 1. I am gonna stop recording right now because I gotta look at my notes real quick. Okay, all right, okay. And we're back. Number 2, I just launched a newsletter called Video Creator Newsletter because I really wanted to go deeper with my audience. I used to write, I used to have a blog, and so I wanted to connect with my audience on a different level by writing. I don't know about you, but I don't always want to watch the people that I follow in a video. Sometimes I want to see their written content. Sometimes I want to really feel and picture what they're talking about using my own imagination. If you would like to be one of those people who get the real, raw, behind the scenes stories and lessons that I share each week, I have a link in the description of this video so that you can sign up. That brings me to number 3. Going along the same lines of writing more, I'm going to stop only posting reels on my Instagram account. I find that I like to watch people's reels, but I also like to swipe through their carousel posts. And you don't have to make carousel posts really complicated. You don't have to make them fancy. You can really just take pictures and put a little text bubble on the pictures, just like you do in stories. Mel Robbins is the queen of this. I love looking at her carousels. Sometimes it's literally just 5 pictures she took of herself on an airplane or in her car, and she tells a little story and gives a lesson along the way. I want to do that. I like it when Mel does that. It's content that doesn't take a long time and can give your readers and your viewers and your followers, whatever you want to call them, a different way of connecting with you. So more carousel posts. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here and we'll come back. Number 4, I'm gonna go live more. And I'm gonna go live on YouTube. I've never gone live on YouTube. It makes me kind of nervous. Lives make me nervous anyway. I think they make everybody nervous, and that's why we don't do them. But the thing about a live video is, it is the chance for your audience to see you unedited. It's the chance for them to feel like you're really, really just talking to them with no edits, and you can answer their questions in real time. And they're nerve-wracking. I get it. They make me nervous. But if you prepare your live and you do it frequently, you will not be as nervous when you go live. Oh, number 5, I'm going to be doing fewer reels in the new year this year. And that is because I'm really just over it, Instagram. I am over trying to keep up with all your changes and all your demands so that I can keep my reach up. My reach used to be at some points in the millions. Then it dropped down into the several hundred thousands. Then when I took my 2-month hiatus unexpectedly for mental health reasons, it dropped into the low thousands. I got it back up just before Christmas. Oh, I guess my car's done with me. And so is my ring light. Let's turn it back on, shall we? The YouTube car studio is so fancy. It's so fancy. Okay, here we go. Back with the ring light. Then when Christmas happened, I didn't post every single day and my reach plummeted yet again. And here's the thing, my sales actually increased during that time because instead of me focusing on my reach, I focused on conversations. I focused on specific content that would help people decide if they wanted to purchase my program. And those types of videos and those types of carousel posts do not get a lot of views and reach, but they aren't supposed to. They are supposed to help your warm market convert into customers and clients. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm tired of playing the game. I'm not going to post as many reels this year. I will still post consistently, just not every single day. Here's the other reason I will not be posting reels every single day, because I am now shifting what I call my king platform from Instagram to YouTube. I'm focusing more on YouTube in 2023 than I'm focusing on Instagram for a lot of reasons. One of them is I'm just not feeling Instagram like I used to. I really like Instagram stories. I like the DMs. I like going live with people, and I do like reels. I can't meet the demand of Instagram, and I'm not really sure what Instagram is going to even want from me in the new year because I don't think Instagram knows, because it's having a little bit of an identity crisis. I'd rather be on a platform where I know my content can be sent out years from now, not just days from now or a couple weeks from now. And the shelf life of your content on YouTube, when it comes to the longer form video, it's longer than any other content on any other platform out there. During the 2-month hiatus, when my reach plummeted on Instagram and I lost thousands of followers, I actually grew on YouTube and I was not posting new content. It's because YouTube was sending out videos I had created even a year ago, and those videos were getting me more subscribers. I think this is number 7. Yes, I'm also going to be posting YouTube shorts on a consistent basis. And the good news is I have so many TikToks and so many reels. There's no excuse for me not to post daily over there on YouTube Shorts, or I should say over here. So that's what I already started doing. If you think of your short form video, whether that's on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, as breadcrumbing, where you're throwing out to the strangers out there, and those breadcrumbs are leading them back to your long form content, and then they start to binge your long form content, now you are getting someone from knowing you, to liking you, to trusting you, and buying from you a lot faster. And we know people's expectations on Instagram are not to watch a long form video, but on YouTube, they are. Yes, they get the short form, but they also get the long form video. And I want to condense this and keep it really simple. Still going to be on Instagram, but now instead of YouTube funneling into my Instagram, I'm going to switch that so that Instagram is funneling into my YouTube. Number 8, I have a podcast, in case you don't know, and what I'm going to start doing is start taking those videos from my podcast and either taking them and making them shorter for a YouTube video or putting them on a separate channel that'll just be my video podcast. People like me, we will watch a video while we're getting ready in the morning, and instead of watching the video, we just listen to the video. So if they want to watch me, great, but I find that I don't really go to podcasts as much as I go to YouTube, and I can sit there and just listen to them while I'm getting ready or doing other things. So I want to continue to provide that in case people don't want to go and listen to a podcast. I've already got the content. I've always Zoomed my podcast so that you could actually see me. So why not repurpose it? And the idea here is to work smarter, not harder. So you start with the long form content and then you find all kinds of ways to repurpose that content into shorter videos, reels, TikToks, shorts, into carousels, into your stories. It's amazing how many different ways you can repurpose a piece of content when you have a plan. Everything I've talked about up until now leads me to number 9, and that is I'm leaning more into my values. The whole reason I started this business 3 years ago was because I didn't want to run myself into the ground like I had been doing all of my life, trying to please everybody and do all the things and get all the rewards and all the accolades, because I would wrap my self-worth into that. And I still have a tendency to do it. I am an Enneagram 3 after all. But I want to remember why I started this in the first place, and that was to simplify my life and to reach out to more women like me who feel like they have to keep up with the Joneses, please everyone, do all the things to impress people, and then they one day realize they don't even know who they are anymore because they were so fixated on what they were gonna do for the people out there to impress them. That was me. And I started to feel that way with Instagram, trying to impress people with the number of followers I have and the number of views. I'm done with it. I lived that life and I was recreating it all over again, which brings me to number 10. I'm gonna start talking about my faith more. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I've realized that I started living in fear of what people will think of me if I talk about my faith. Also of me, the fear of not saying the right thing because I'm not a minister or I'm not a Bible study leader. So that brings me to this, because these two women have helped me a lot with everything I've talked about. Not that they know that. I would watch them and think, oh my gosh, they feel like they are my friends, and I'm literally just watching them in their car or decluttering a drawer, and that's it. With that said, they also created a devotional book called Decluttering by Faith, and so this is my way, my baby step way of getting back. It's gonna make me cry because I don't ever talk about this. I think a lot of it is because of the guilt that I have. But I've also had a lot of anxiety this year, and I know it's because I've been living in fear and not in faith. I can't wait to really dive into this. I've already gotten into lesson 1. I don't know how I'm going to talk about it, but I am pledging right now that I will be bringing God into my business because He is the whole reason I'm here in the first place. When I stopped everything and I started creating videos in my laundry room, not even knowing where I was going with it, I said, take me wherever you want to go. I'm just going to follow my curiosity and trust that you have a better plan than I do. And that's how this business came about. But I lost track. I got off track. And now this year I'm getting back on track with my faith. Comment below and tell me, which one of these are you going to do? Maybe it's a completely different one. What are your goals for the new year? What do you want to accomplish? How are you going to change your content so that you're more you and less you trying to do what the algorithm and all the platforms are making us do to feel relevant? Because it's not real. You are relevant. You are unique and you are special no matter what these algorithms tell us. And I just want you to have fun with it and focus on who you're here to help, who you're here to serve. When we start to shift our mindset to that, the numbers just fall by the wayside. All right, live, not really, from my studio car. This is Virginia Kerr. That was so cheesy.